I have worked in TV stations and newsrooms my entire life, or most of my life, and I have to commend you on getting the tone of that right, and kind of like the humor and the kind of harshness of it all. Was that difficult?
Well, it was fascinating to me. You know, I did TV my whole life as well, and there's something really interesting that's happening now that, you know, 20 years ago or 30 years ago we thought would be satire. You know, it's amazing that the financial world, the world of entertainment, the world of TV, politics are all kind of this weird melty tapestry.
And the internet.
And the internet, you know, and this film doesn't even have to comment on that because it's just part of the fabric.
Right. Now, you have to act like you're not here for a little bit because I want to talk about you. I thought, like, no disrespect to anyone else, but this guy was fantastic.
Amazing.
Your take?
I've said this before. He really is one of the most committed actor I've ever worked with, and it's just fantastic watching him, just to be a fly on the wall, to witness that amount of commitment and that hard work and desire and passion and joy, and you know, he's really having a good time. And if I was him, I'd be miserable. So I'm really in awe.
All right, now you're back in the room with us. What was this experience like for you?
It's very fulfilling. It was great to be finally working in the States, because I think at home, like any aspirational actor, at some point you want to be over here making movies. So it was just great to fulfill that in the middle of New York, locking off streets, with George Clooney as my hostage, and the NYPD on and off camera. So yeah, it really epitomised something for me.
Your character, he's the one who starts this whole hostage situation kind of thing. What do you think he wants out of the end game?
Well, answers. I mean, to quote him, he wants it to make sense. There's all this jargon and embezzlement that's surrounding him and his investment and his money, which he hasn't got a lot of. And obviously we see his purposes. He's expecting a kid with a girlfriend that we assume he loves. So his scenario is a very urgent one. And I'm very pressurised, so that was easy to relate to.
Now, this is a silly question, because you have George Clooney and Julia Roberts.
Yes.
Because they are superstars, does that make them right for the role? What makes them right for this part in this movie?
Oh, well, the superstar part of it has nothing to do with it. I mean, they do have this extraordinarily interesting chemistry that I can't even describe. They don't even have to be on screen together, and somehow they're kind of fizzling together. But each of them, I think, had something to bring to the role. I mean, even the baggage that they bring from their own lives that they had to bring to the role that was really illuminating. George plays somebody who's a celebrity, who's sort of lost himself, and is goofy and is sort of more of a showman. He's sort of lost his ability to be the journalist that he was meant to be. And he has this big ego, and yet he feels terrible about himself. And he has this Jiminy Cricket in his ear. That's Julia Roberts' character, who's sort of his conscience, who's producing his survival. And that dynamic of the two of them, that dance together, is really quite special.
I have to tell you, the producers I've worked with in the past, some of them are my best friends today. And I love that relationship that they had, because it was real.
They really complete each other on screen. That they're, in some ways, when you put them together, when you put George's character and Julia's together, they are the hero of the movie. One's the brains, and the other one is the showman. One comes up with the information, and the other one really delivers it. And that dance with each other feels sort of romantic and also brother and sisterly.
And George can dance.
Yes, he can. He's going to tell you he just threw that thing off and he didn't try, but you know he did.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.